we see in that last start. CC Sabathia wasn't too happy about that quick hook. Only 80 pitches taken out in the 5th inning, but he did surrender 12 base runners.
Well, tonight's pitching matchup brought to you by People's United Bank, NA. See what know-how can do for you. You know CC is going for his 2nd win of the night, 2nd win of the year against 1 loss. Martin Perez, 0-2, going for the Texas Rangers. In fact, the Rangers have lost all 4 of his starts this year. The Yankees, of course, hope that trend continues. Well, let's rehash what's gone on in this series. In the first game, Nathan Eovaldi was excellent. Took a no-hitter into the 7th inning. Last night it was all Rangers. They stormed back with a 10-1 win. Who's going to win the series? Stay tuned. It's coming up on Yes. By Benjamin Moore, the official paint of the New York Yankees. By the Honda Dream Garage Sales Event, now at your Honda dealer. And by DirecTV. If you call yourself a sports fan, you got to get DirecTV. Call 1. That is a sausage sundae that they're cooking up here at Globe Life Park. And that'll set you back a few bucks. And maybe a cardiologist will be giving you a call as well. There's CC Sabathia is going to get the start for the Yankees tonight. And he's looking for his 2nd win of the year. And he's looks to be in a pensive form as the Rangers take the field. And left-hander Martin Perez pitching for them tonight. So it's a battle of left-handers in the final game of this 3-game series here at Globe Life Park. The Yankees winning the opening game of the series, and the Texas Rangers storming back big time last night and winning by a score of 10-1. And here's tonight's Yankees starting lineup, as always presented by Lexus. At the very top, it's going to be Jacoby Ellsbury. He will be in center field. Brett Gardner will be in left. Batting third is Carlos Beltran. He's in right. The cleanup hitter is Mark Teixeira. He'll be at first base. Got a 5-game hitting streak going, hitting .450 with a couple of runs batted in. Alex Rodriguez back in there, missed a couple of games. He tweaked the muscle in the side. Looks like he's all right. He'll be the designated hitter. Brian McCann's doing the catching. Starlin Castro's at second base. Chase Headley was out of the lineup last night. He's back in there tonight at third. And batting ninth and playing shortstop. Had 2 hits last night. Ronald Torreyes.
The hottest hitter, right? Ronald Torreyes. So getting another start back-to-back. And here's Martin Perez, the lefty for the Rangers. And Kenny said on the season has yet to win a game, and the Rangers have lost all of his starts, those 4 starts. Although his other numbers are decent, even though the 13-11 walk to strikeout ratio not good, and that's something the Yankees probably should take advantage of. And that leads us right into our pitcher scout report, brought to you by your Tri-Honda dealers. And as we said before, another Tommy John comeback kid. He actually came back last year in the middle of the year. This will be his first full season that he's looking for since having that very prominent surgery that is so prevalent in our game today. And a good sinker changeup combo, that's really his bread and butter. He's got 9 double plays on the year. He's a double play machine. About 92 miles an hour, heavy sinker, and a good changeup he keeps down, and a lot of ground balls. And wait him out, as we've noted, 13 walks to 11 strikeouts. That 2-seamer moves a lot. It's down and out of the zone a lot, so the Yankees really need to wait him out and make him throw strikes.
Let's take a look at the Rangers on defense. And it's brought to you by Geico. Desmond in left, DeShields in center, Maraza in right, Mazzara in right, Beltre, Andres, Odor, Alberto at first tonight. Holiday doing the catching for Perez. Yankee fans might remember Perez had that start against the Yankees here in Texas on July 28th. And that game was an unusual game because the Texas Rangers scored 5 in the bottom of the first against the Yankees to take a 5-0 lead. And from that point on, the Yankees scored 21 unanswered runs and won 21-5. Perez lasted 1 inning, 7 hits, 8 runs. He did pick up a strikeout, but that was about it. He got hammered in that 2nd inning and knocked out of the ball game. Didn't record an out in the 2nd inning. So we're just about ready to go. Jacoby Ellsbury is coming up to the plate. And as the Yankees and the Rangers are going to decide who's going to win this series tonight. Tied at 1 apiece. And Perez motioning over to third baseman Adrian Beltre, who's in tight on the grass. Expecting Ellsbury to lay down a bunt. Jacoby in this series is 2 for 9. And hitting 253 on the year with a home run and 8 runs batted in. And one thing he's going to have to do is get that on-base percentage up to respectability. When he gets on a lot more, he can do a lot more damage on the bases. Although he is in the top 5 in the league in stolen bases with 5. Jose Altuve of the Houston Astros leads the league with 9. So we're just about ready to go here in Texas. As we told you, it's a beautiful night, just perfect. The humidity is down. And here's the first pitch of the ball game. And it is right down the middle in there for a call strike.
Well, you said it, Kenny, no doubt about it. Jacoby Ellsbury has played much better as of late, really since that stolen base or stolen home plate.
Check swing, goes around too far, and it's 0-2.
That steal of home, rather, was so exciting. It looked like a play that might jumpstart him and really jumpstart the Yankees offense. But as the Yankees go, it's going to be on this guy at the top of the order to get it going.
The table setters, he and Brett Gardner, who's on deck. Look out, it's high and in, and he barely got out of the way of it. This time of night, it's a little difficult to pick up the ball. The lights really haven't taken effect as of yet. And I remember years ago back across the street at the old ballpark that was the case the first time up. It was a difficult one for the hitters. Ball is fouled off.
Yeah, a little bit of a late reaction there from Jacoby Ellsbury on that previous pitch.
And in fact, I knew that I wouldn't be able to hit anything with a break to it, like a slider or a curveball. So I would say to Jim Sundberg, the catcher, as they were looking for one upstairs, and that got his attention. Check swing, and it's 2-2. I would say to Jim Sundberg, the catcher, how do you guys hit this first at bat? I was trying to get him to throw me fastballs. So, you know, the ball would hold its line and you could follow it a little better. It works sometimes.
And Nolan Ryan with eye black on, grunting when he pitched.
2-2 pitch is on the way to Ellsbury, and he chops it foul. back off the screen. The count remains 2-2. Martin Perez from Venezuela, as David told you, 2014 Tommy John surgery. He returned last year and went 3-6. Growing up in Venezuela, his big-time hero was Johan Santana. This is the 7th pitch of this at bat coming, and it's outside. The count is full, 3-2. And David, you said it, the Yankees have to be patient with him. He's walked 13 batters, only struck out 11, and right away he's faced with a full count.
Yeah, he is a ground ball machine, but also usually those sinker ballers, he gets such good movement on that two-seamer that you really have to make him get it up. It's kind of the old cliche, is make him throw strikes.
Payoff pitch, swung on in, miss, and it looked like Ellsbury had trouble picking that up, and he's out number 1. Let's look at the game time weather presented by Bigelow Tea. We told you it's a beautiful night here in Texas. Temperature 79 degrees, humidity low at 30%. The wind 7 miles per hour, almost non-existent compared to last night. And the forecast is sunny skies. Quite a difference from last night. We had rain and hail in the area. A lot of rain. Some members of our crew were tested on the way home. That pitch is a knee-high strike to Brett Gardner.
Well, those flags are tired. They got worn out last night.
Gardner was on base twice last night. He's 1 for 8 in the series. But he's got a .403 on base percentage. He's getting on base at a good clip. And he fouls this one off, and the count quickly goes to 0-2. A .313 career hitter at Globe Life Park, which has had various names over the years. Remember when it was the ballpark at Arlington? The 0-2 pitch, and it's sliced foul.
Well, it's weathered well. It's a good looking ballpark.
Yeah, it
got
is.
an old feel to it.
When they built it, you can see that upper deck and right field, they kind of patterned that after Tiger Stadium.
A little bit of Camden Yards in the upper deck, the way it squares back towards the field.
You can see out here, that's Yankee Stadium with the facade. That pitch is in there for call, strike 3. The pitch might have looked as big as a basketball, but it was in there for a strike. 2 up and 2 down.
Gardner thought it was low. Another look right there. Looks pretty good. Definitely lit up the radar zone.
Home plate umpire tonight is Fielding Culbreth. He is the crew chief. Cubby Culbreth to all that know him in baseball. Pitch is fouled off by Beltran. That's C.B. Buckner at first, Jim Reynolds at second, and Manny Gonzalez around at third. It's Carlos Beltran, 264. The Yankees only with 3 home runs against left-handed starters. Beltran has 2 of them. Changeup swung on and missed. Carlos 1 for 7 in this series. He had a single in last night's game. Did he check? C.B. Buckner says no. So Martin Perez strikes out the side here in the first inning. He's off to a good start as Beltran goes around too far. The end of half inning, no score here in Texas. start tonight for the Yankees. 11-4 in his career against the Texas Rangers. This is the lineup he'll be facing. Delino DeShields will lead it off. He'll be in center. Nomar Mazara, the rookie, will be in right. Adrian Beltre, the veteran, will be at third base. Ian Desmond will be in left field. Ryan Rua gets started as a designated hitter. Rougned Odor will be at second base. Elvis Andrus will be at short. Anzer Alberto will be at first base tonight. Brian Holiday will be doing the catching.
You see CC Sabathia is ready to go. Already done with his warm-ups. Waiting on the batter, and on the year, this is his fourth start. 20 hits at 15 1/3 innings and 8 to 10 walks to strikeouts. And let's go ahead and give you the pitcher scouting report brought to you by your Tri-Honda dealers. In top 25, Kenny, he's now in the top 25 all-time strikeout leaders in his career. He's actually first active. He passed Warren Spahn his last start, and the next up is Tom Glavine, who's got 2607 career strikeouts, and CC sitting at 2584. Probably going to catch him. Quick hook last time, as we talked about, and bring the full Monty, which means Sabathia talked about his last start. He really had only his fastball, his two-seamer, and you know, he needs to have that good changeup. Really didn't have it, and a good feel for it, and that's a big pitch for him. And throw that cutter, throw that changeup. He's really got to mix it up.
And he's facing Delino DeShields, who's been struggling of late, and he'll take a pitch for a call strike. Looked like a cutter. DeShields just 2 for his last 27. He was out here earlier today working on his bunting. And CC Sabathia does not bounce off the mound as the way he used to, because he's wearing that knee brace. He's got a bad right knee, land knee. And that drops in there for a call strike. Bottom of the first inning, if you're just joining us, no score. Sabathia, as David told you, the active leader in strikeouts, 2,584. Two and two on DeShields.
Sabathia can catch a couple of guys this year. Tom Glavine's next in line on that all-time strikeout list, and Chuck Finley had a nice career for the Angels. Lefty strikeout. Yeah.
Another lefty. That one just missed, and the count has gone full to 3-2.
Take another look. Whoa. If I'm on the bench, I'm yelling both ways. Gardner got rung up on one about that height.
Here's the payoff pitch. And it's lined towards second, but right at Starlin Castro, and there's one out. As the Shields heads back to the dugout, let's check out the rest of the Yankees on defense. We got Gardner in left field. Ellsbury will be in center. And Carlos Beltran will be in right. Headley, Torreyes getting a start at shortstop tonight. You saw Castro at second, Teixeira at first, McCann doing the catching. So one out, nobody on. And here is the impressive rookie, Nomar Mazara. Got a 5-game hitting streak going, and he's 3 for 7 in this series. Wide open stance at the plate. And CC drops a breaking ball in there for a call strike. Impressive numbers to start his career. Was called up April the 10th. First game in the big leagues. He went 3 for 4. I don't think he wants to see a return ticket to the minor leagues. That pitch is low, and it's a ball and a strike.
It does create an interesting debate for the Rangers if they get both of their hurt outfielders back, Chu and Hamilton.
That misses inside. 2-1. Hamilton out with a knee issue. And Chu, there he is right there. He's been out with a calf injury, but he should be back pretty soon.
Think about Sin-Soo Choo is correlated to Jacoby Ellsbury. They both were the free agents at the same time. Rumors that the Yankees were interested in Chu at that time. Both signed big contracts.
Well, both of them have been outfielders with very good on-base percentages. The pitch to Mazara is inside. He's drawn a walk, so he's on with 1 out. First base runner of the game. CC checking to see which infielder will be coming on the double play. And with a right-handed hitter up there, usually it's the second baseman. And as you can see, Castro is closer to the bag anyway. So if there's a ground ball back to CC, he'll be looking for Starlin Castro at second base. Here's Adrian Beltre. 1 for 8 in this series. Had a double here last night. CC starts him with a breaking ball. He's been using his breaking ball a lot this inning. It's in there for a called strike. Beltre's off to a good start. 300, 3 home runs, 12 runs batted in. He's only struck out 6 times in 75 at bats. He's putting the bat on the ball in the early going here. That one's off the corner. It's a ball and a strike.
See, one thing Sabathia does well is slide step to home, so he's going to give McCann a chance. Very quick to home plate. Noted Sabathia's knee problems. He doesn't cover his position so well anymore as far as getting over to cover first or covering bunts, but holding runners very good.
Two balls and a strike to Beltre. The cleanup hitter is Ian Desmond, who has been very hot lately. Former Washington National. Ground ball towards third. Headley has it. This could be 2 to Castro for 1. On to Teixeira. Nope, not in time. Beltre still got down the line pretty well, and he beats the relay. So 2 outs. Beltre at first base.
Yeah, just one too many hops off the end of the bat. Soft contact. Not enough time to go all the way around the horn, as you see. Very close, but the foot hits the bag before the ball hits the glove.
And there was no argument from Teixeira. As you can see, he's clearly safe. So that'll give Desmond a chance here. We told you he's hot. He's had multiple hits in 4 of his last 8 games. And he's 2 for 6 in this series with a home run. Starts him with a curveball, and I think he started every hitter with a breaking ball, and it's in for a strike.
That's a good formula for Sabathia, to be able to get strikes with that pitch whenever you need it.
Desmond on the hot streak. He must have been really cold because his average is just over 200. Ball's hit in the air to right field. Carlos Beltran puts it away and puts away the Rangers' chances here in the bottom of the first. It's on to the second inning here in Texas. Stay with us. Got no score. Time for today's conversation, brought to you by Toyota. RAV4 Hybrid is the official hybrid vehicle of the Yankees, and the conversation goes something like this. Yeah, here it comes. In today's Major League Baseball, could any one hitter match or exceed the home run total of an entire team in a season? Why or why not? Wow. Here's Mark Teixeira, and he's swinging at the first pitch, and he fouls it off for strike one. We'll go back to that. To our Toyota conversation. Matthias_Aiken says Bryce Harper is going to finish the year with more home runs than the Atlanta Braves.
That's cold.
That is cold. Hopefully the Braves think that's not a cold hard fact at the end of the year. Fans, follow Yes Network and tweet us your responses using hashtag Yankees RAV4 Hybrid to keep the conversation going.
You got to go back to Babe Ruth to have those kind of numbers. Babe used to do that.
Teixeira takes a pitch inside. Now, back when Babe was doing it, the home run was kind of new to baseball. He was a revolutionary, hitting the ball out of the ballpark. Prior to him, nobody really did it all that much. Foul tip by Teixeira. Count is 2-2. And I think one year he hit more home runs than like 7 teams.
People, if you ever want to argue about who the greatest player was of all time, I mean, Babe Ruth also was a pitcher who had an unbelievable postseason record.
Fouled off by Teixeira, and I've been told, Troy Benjamin, a producer, whispered in my ear that Ralph Kiner in 1949 hit more home runs than with the Chicago White Sox. The Chicago White Sox, yeah. So it has been done, not too long ago.
That's impressive. That's how you get to date Liz Taylor right there.
What did he say? Even then, chicks dug the long ball. Huh?
Yes, home run hitters drive Cadillacs.
3-2 the count on Mark Teixeira. And that is ball 4, and Tex draws the leadoff walk. Still no contact for the Yankees. Perez struck out the side of the first inning. He walks Teixeira leading off the second. In 49, Ralph Kiner hit 54 home runs. The Chicago White Sox hit 43. Here's Alex Rodriguez, out for a couple of days. Tweaked the muscle in his side, taking some swings in the cage prior to an at-bat at Yankee Stadium. That was on Sunday. But he's back in there tonight. And Perez deals breaking ball, check swing, and C.B. Buckner says he did not go.
Alex Rodriguez reminiscent of Reggie Jackson. The cat calls and the boos when he steps into the box like no other.
Yeah. But Reggie used to say that he put the meat in the seats.
That's right.
A-Rod takes that one for a strike, and it's 1-1. Alex Rodriguez has a milestone as a Yankee coming up. Next time he scores a run, that'll be number 1,000 in a Yankee uniform. That's outside, off-speed pitch, and A-Rod jumps ahead on the count, 2-1. And he also has a milestone in this ballpark. He's got 99 career home runs here at Globe Life Park. And if he touches off another one, that'll give him 2 ballparks where he's hit over 100. Yankee Stadium and here. That pitch is low. Perez falls behind again. 3 balls and a strike. Here's where you're looking for it. You're looking to tee it up right here. Get a pitch in your zone, put your A swing on it, get the good wood on it, and hope for the best. No wind conditions tonight. Ball should travel. Humidity's down. It's the third 3-ball count already for Perez. That is high, ball 4. He's walked it. So it wasn't right there for A-Rod. He takes it, and the Yankees have 2 men on, nobody out here in the second inning. They haven't put a ball in play.
Kind of the residual value that Alex brings. Opposing pitchers still fear him, still pitch him very carefully.
Here's McCann. 0 for 4 in this series. And he got up to such a great start, but he's just 4 for his last 32. So he's trying to get back on track here. Yankees have an opportunity to take the lead. First pitch hit on the ground to second. Odor to Andres to Alberto, and it's a 4-6-3 double play. That's what you were talking about. Perez able to get the double play. Teixeira moves over to third, but now there's 2 outs.
That'll be Martin Perez's 10th double play this year already. Far and away the most in the major leagues, and he's just got a knack for it. Really, since 2013, his 1.52 ground ball double plays per 9 innings is far and away the best in the major leagues.
2 outs. It'll bring up Starlin Castro. He's had a couple of hits here in Texas, including a home run. 2 for 7. Line drive towards right field. Coming on his right field to Mazzaro. He won't get it. It drops in front of him. The Yankees take the lead. A 2-out single for Starlin Castro scores Mark Teixeira, and it's 1-0.
Castro's always ready to hit. The minute he steps in the box, sees something he likes, that's probably off the plate a little bit, even though it's elevated, and that allows Castro to find the outfield grass.
Oh, he's a dangerous hitter, line to line. So the Yankees take a 1-0 lead with 2 outs and bring up Chase Headley. Headley was 1 for 4 in the first game, sat out last night, and he'll take a pitch from Perez in there for a call strike. There's another guy the Yankees would like to see heated up a bit, just 2 for 21.
Certainly hasn't had the luck factor so far, as Headley has barreled up some balls right at people so far.
Good swing on that one, fouls it back to the screen, and he's in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes.
Such a big part of the Yankee lineup. You know, we noted in the pregame show about the struggles against left-handed pitching, and really revolves around the 3 switch hitters in the lineup, and also Alex Rodriguez.
Well, the one who has heated up from the right-hand side of the plate has been Mark Teixeira. He's jumped his average over 300 against lefties. It gets away, knocked down by Holiday. No advance by Castro. We've seen Brett Nicholas behind the plate the first 2 games. And with the lefty on the mound for the Yankees tonight, Brian Holiday's getting a chance. A native of Texas. He's certainly in his element. The 1-2 pitch, breaking ball inside. 2-2 on Headley. The Yankees lead 1-0. We're in the second. Check on Castro. A leadoff walk came around to score. Teixeira led off this inning with a base on balls. Castro drove him in. Ground ball, and it is a foul ball. And first base umpire C.B. Buckner signaled right away.
Get another look right down the line. C.B. Buckner does not hesitate. We mentioned the other night that up until the bag, it's the home plate umpire's call on fair or foul, which doesn't make a lot of sense. So you see the home plate umpire's got to scramble around to see that, and C.B. Buckner does not hesitate and calls a foul.
Headley had to get a new bat. He broke the bat on that one. See Anzer Alberto at first base getting the start tonight. Prince Fielder not in the lineup against Sabathia. Fouled off once again, and neither is Mitch Moreland, 2 of the big left-handed hitters for the Rangers, not playing tonight.
Headley with a big swing. Some Fielder on the bench.
But Prince will not leave the throne tonight, or at least not now.
Always a threat, pinch hitting late in this game.
2-2 on Headley. Full count.
One of the things Headley's talked about is trying to create more backspin. Get off of the ground, as you see Torreyes on deck. Trying to drive the ball more, try to create leverage and hit the ball in the air and drive it.
Third full count for Perez. Castro will be running with 2 outs. There he goes. The pitch is on the way. Hit hard on the ground to Andres. He flips to second just ahead of Castro. He was on the move on the 3-2 pitch, and that's going to be the final out. But the Yankees break through here in the second inning. They pick up a run and lead it 1-0. This was a close play. I thought he was going to throw to first. Just got him. Injury report brought to you by Montefiore, doing more in state-of-the-art healthcare. And it concerns Yu Darvish, one of the stars of the Texas Rangers. He will begin a rehab assignment Sunday, pitching at AA Frisco. Expected to throw 2 innings of 30 pitches. Could return to the Rangers by the end of May, and they certainly would want him back.
Yeah, anytime you officially start that rehab process, the clock starts ticking.
He's coming back from Tommy John surgery. Ryan Rua is going to lead it off for the Rangers here in the second inning. And Sabathia's 19th pitch of the game is in there for a call strike, and it's 1-1. Rua actually made the team last year out of spring training. Had a great spring, was injured on opening day, sprained his ankle, and they found a displaced fracture. He had to have surgery, and he was out for a long while last year. Opening day was injured. The 1-1 pitch. Grounded to the right side. There's nobody home. And he's on with a leadoff single here in the second inning. So Rua, the designated hitter.
Well, clearly he's trying to do this. So leading off an inning, almost just playing pepper right there. Beat the shift. You know, when we talked about Joe Girardi talking about the shifts, and if he were commissioner, he would ban them. Well, this is how you beat the shift right there. You pick your spots. Clearly, with that type of a swing, looking to do exactly that, especially leading off the inning.
Yeah, tell me about it. That's what I would think about.
Well, that's how you counter the shift. You know, and Brian Cashman had some interesting comments on the shift and the Yankees' usage of it.
In there for a strike to Rougned Odor, the Rangers' second baseman.
There's no doubt there's a lot of data behind the shifts. The Yankees don't do things unless they really have some backup on it, and undoubtedly they do.
Odor 1 for 8 in this series. Ground ball foul on the first base side. The one hit for him was a home run. He's going to have to get a new bat. But you can see the number of 14 runs batted in. He's driven in 14 runs in his last 17 games. He's one of the better run producing second basemen in the league. He's got a new piece of lumber to work with here. Now, one thing I noticed, he had to walk all the way over to the dugout to get that bat. Usually it's the bat boy's job to get it out to him and keep the game moving. That takes a little time. I thought the bat boys union was well aware of that. They started that a few years ago. Off the outside corner, it's a ball and 2 strikes. When a hitter comes to the plate, he's got a bat, of course, but the bat boy should have his backup bat in his hand while he's at the plate.
It's part of the speed up rules.
Yep, it is. Ball hit in the air to center field. Ellsbury on the run. Will he get there? No, it's going to drop in for a base hit. Ruiz trying for third. The throw is not in time. And on the throw, Odor goes into second base. So the Rangers are in business here in the second. Runners at second and third with nobody out.
Yeah, all the way around as Odor reaches out and pokes it. Just in the right spot, just out of the reach of Ellsbury. And Torreyes is too deep. He could have cut that and gone to second base. So even though Ellsbury, you could think right here, decision-making time. Do I go to second base with the throw to keep the runner at first? But Torreyes is way too deep. So Torreyes gets out there, and part of this is because of the shift, knowing where to be. Torreyes is deeper out in the outfield. He can cut that ball and go to second to cut down Odor.
Or at least keep him at first base.
Yes, so just a concession for Odor to get to second base there now in scoring position with nobody out.
Here's Andres, who's been one of the best in the league with runners in scoring position. High chopper. Headley charging, throws to first. It's in time. And the runners hold. So Andres swinging at the first pitch is out number 1.
So I know, Kenny, you were the outfielder. Ellsbury had that play in front of him, and he had a quick decision to make. Either throw the ball to second base or at least hit the cutoff man. And he did hit the cutoff man, but cutoff man was out of position.
Yeah, used to get yelled at if you didn't keep that double play in order.
Yes, that was big. See here, Ellsbury's got a quick decision to make right now. Odor runs well. He decides to take a shot at third. And Torreyes is way too deep, too close to third base.
Too close to Headley. Here's Alberto, the first baseman, hitting a start tonight. And he's swinging at the first pitch. We're talking about him before the ball game with Eric Liddell, the Rangers Hall of Fame radio broadcaster. And see, Alberto had a great spring, but sitting on the bench, sometimes you lose your edge. And he hasn't had very many at-bats. There's Eric. Doing a great job for years here in the Texas area. Originally from New York. Second and third, 1 out. Ball is fouled off. 0-2. Alberto's just had 14 at-bats this season, has 2 hits.
Winter ball champion, batting champion, Nadell was saying as he was telling us. He really can swing the bat. Certainly has in the minor leagues and then, of course, in winter baseball.
In the Dominican, he hit .364, won the batting title. And is a shortstop by trade, but he can play all the infield positions. Tonight, he's at first base. CC way ahead on the count. Ground ball right back to CC. He'll check the runner at third, throws to first. Here comes Ruiz to the plate. The throw is not in time. The throw to third, not in time as well. Now he's out. He came off the bag. Let's see. Does he hold on? Keep the tag on him. Now he's called out.
finish to the last inning to Sabathia. Great job. Good pitch. Gets it. Doesn't really look him back. A little bit of a lollipop throw, and Rua with outstanding base running, and then Headley keeping the tag on Odor at third. And that's just daring, great base running by Rua, taking advantage of Sabathia right there. And McCann and Headley on the other end to end this inning, keep the tag on him, and he got off the bag.
Torreyes takes it for a strike. Now, he would have been safe if he had held on to the bag, but he came off and Headley kept the tag on him. And that's why Odor was out at third. So we're in a 1-1 ball game as Torreyes hits one well to center field. The Shields are going back, still going back, and makes the catch at the warning track for the out. And here's another look at the tail end of this play.
Headley right there, Johnny on the spot. And if you're an umpire, you can't get a better look.
So Odor retired 3-2-5 for the final put out of the inning. But meanwhile, good base running by Rua ties the ball game at 1. Back to the top of the order for the Yankees, and Jacoby Ellsbury, who was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a miss for a strike. Now, you were saying CC should have looked at him a little. He had plenty of time to throw to first. Look at him a little longer.
Yeah, you had plenty of time. Any comebacker like that, you got time.
Odor with a nice stop, straightens, throws, and there's 2 down. Of course, this happened in the World Series. It's Eric Hosmer at third base for the Royals. And here he comes. A throw by Lucas Duda is offline. And that enabled the Royals to go on and win the World Series. So some daring base running.
It was a good scouting report the Royals had on Duda's throwing problems. But Sabathia plenty of time and just takes too long. He did not look Rua back. Actually, probably had a play at third there. Rua was almost caught off too far right there.
2 outs, nobody on. Here's Brett Gardner. And that's inside for a ball. But Rua did one thing that made CC throw to first, and now looking at it, he was standing still when CC had the ball. And really, if you're a pitcher, you don't see the runner going, that'll take, well, okay, I can throw. If he's moving, then he might come after it. You know who was great at that? That was Willie Mays was great at that. He used to get pretty far off, but when the pitcher looked, he wasn't moving at all.
Willie Mays, Jackie Robinson was pretty good at that. I would say, even though I didn't see him play, but I saw some highlights of the daring base running of Jackie Robinson and Rua right out of that book.
Pitch to Gardner, and he puts on a high pitch and pops it up towards right field. Mazara over near the line, makes the catch. A 7-pitch inning from Martin Perez. The Yankees are gone here in the third. Bottom of the third, it's a 1-1 game. Drop the Yes Network. Comcast customers will miss the entire Yankee season on Yes. There are other TV providers that carry Yes, including DirecTV, Frontier, PlayStation Vue, Verizon Fios, and Sling TV. Don't miss any Yankee games on Yes. For more information, go to keepyesnetwork.com. Brian Holiday, the number 9 hitter, the catcher for the Rangers, will lead it off here in the third in this 1-1 ball game. And Sabathia misses the outside corner for a ball. Holiday was born in Dallas, now lives in Fort Worth. The Rangers got him in a trade with the Tigers on March 29th, so he's happy. He's back in his home state, back in his area of the state. Takes one low, ball 2. Played his college ball at TCU. That's in Fort Worth.
The luck of the draw, right? I mean, the Rangers were looking for catching all spring. A lot of rumors involved with every rumor of any catcher out there. And Holiday was Johnny on the spot. Great opportunity.
The outside, ball 3. And plus, with Chirino's out for a while with a fractured forearm. Holiday and Brent Nicholas will be doing the bulk of the catching for the Rangers. Third 3-ball count, and it's a 4-pitch walk to get things started here in the third inning. Second walk handed out by Sabathia tonight. Back to the top of the order, and Jelino DeShields.
One of the problems I had that I can relate to CeCe about, Kenny, is when you go from a 4-seam fastball guy and a power guy to a 2-seam guy, it's hard to navigate that 2-seamer sometimes. One time you throw it, it sinks. The next time it has a little more side-to-side movement. So throwing it for strikes and knowing what you're going to get is a tough adjustment late in your career.
DeShields squares the bunt. He lays it down. It's a good one. Teixeira has it. Flips to Castro covering, and he just get the speedy DeShields. It's going to be a sacrifice as Holiday moves down to second base. Before the ball game, DeShields was out here earlier. Now he hasn't been hitting. He's just now 2 for his last 28, so he's got to work on his other skills, and one of the skills is moving base runners along with the bunt and maybe the occasional bunt single. But it pays off here. It moves a runner into scoring position for the rookie Nomar Mazara, who drew a walk in the first inning. You can see Holiday at second, bottom of your screen. There, it's in there for a call strike. Texas has been pretty good with runners in scoring position in this series. They're 4 for 10. They're 0 for 2 tonight. Of course, all of that damage for Texas came in last night's game. A ball and a strike on the rookie right fielder, who turned 21 years old yesterday. And as we said, he's playing like he doesn't want to go back to the minor leagues.
There's no doubt that Major League Baseball has so many good young potential superstars in the game making an impact.
Good breaking ball is swung on and missed, and Sabathia jumps ahead on the count. A ball and 2 strikes. Mazara working on a 5-game hitting streak. And what we've seen this series, we're impressed with him. So he has pretty good knowledge of the strike zone, puts the ball in play.
You can see a classic formula for a veteran lefty. 2-seamers in off the plate and sliders away.
Mazara has not struck out in this series. See if the Yankees can put him away here. Ball and 2 strikes. He checked. Did he go around? Yes, he did. He has struck out for the first time in this series. Manny Gonzalez said he went too far. And Mazara is headed back to the dugout. Out number 2.
Nice pitch from Sabathia. Running two-seamer in off the plate. McCann all over it. Mazara doesn't like it.
And that'll bring up the veteran, Adrian Beltre, who reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning. That drops in there for a call strike. Sabathia jumps ahead on the count to Beltre. The winner of tonight's ball game will win this series 2 out of 3. Both teams have an off day tomorrow. The Yankees will spend theirs in Boston. Line drive over short. It's going to be in there for a base hit. Holiday rounds third. He will score. And the veteran Beltre drives in the run, and it's 2-1 Texas. So the leadoff walk comes back to haunt CC Sabathia as Beltre delivers.
And another 2-out RBI. It seems to have plagued the entire Yankee pitching staff, and this is that cutter that Beltre just beats him to the spot. As you see, he doesn't quite get it in there as McCann's reaching back on the inner third of the plate.
The Rangers have scored 13 runs so far in this series. The 11th run they've scored with 2 outs. Ian Desmond will take a pitch for a call strike. So they've got some just when the Yankee pitchers thought they were out of the inning, they've given up a run. Desmond flew out to Beltran in right field. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
The first changeup from Sabathia tonight, and we talked in our pregame about how important that is for him, especially to right-handed batters.
Was that the last pitch you kind of perfected, your changeup?
You definitely you have to pitch inside more often, actually, when your velocity goes down, to keep the hitters honest in order to use the soft stuff down and away.
Little chopper off the plate. Going to be a tough play. Sabathia can't get it. And it's going to be an infield single for Ian Desmond. And that will keep the inning going.
Well, back-to-back changeups. Another good one from Sabathia, but there's really not much you can do here. Right on top of home plate.
Headley was back with 2 strikes.
Desmond runs well. He's out of the box and gone by now.
So that will bring up Ryan Rua, who bounced the ball through the right side against the shift and eventually came around to score with some good base running in last inning. Two on, 2 outs. Rangers are up by a run here in the third. And that pitch hit Rua, just grazed him, and that will load the bases. Larry Rothschild's going to come out. There's nobody warming up in the pen. This is just to give CC a little break here. With Rougned Odor coming to the plate.
Good visit right here from Larry Rothschild. You don't want this inning to come unraveled. We saw it last night with Severino. Staying away from the big innings, so key. Severino was also 1 pitch from getting out of that inning when he ended up giving up 5 runs.
And it was the 3rd inning last night. Here's Odor, who had a base hit his first time. Single to left center field. But this time he's up there with the bases loaded and 2 outs. The Rangers have a run in. Sabathia's trying to stop it right here. Ball is hit high and deep to right field, but foul. That got up there in the second deck. Well, it's not there for long. Missed his chance.
Veteran pitcher should not be bothered by that. Sabathia, a two-seamer on the inside corner. Odor could not keep it fair.
You should look at it as a loud strike.
It's a loud strike, exactly. Say this, Odor swings the bat. You can see it's on the inside corner. Sabathia got it where he wanted to, and Odor yanks it foul, and he knew it right away.
That's hard to keep fair. I think the best at doing that was Barry Bonds. I don't know how he did it, but he kept it fair, kept it inside the foul pole. Line drive to Teixeira, up over his glove, but it's a foul ball. And the count is 0-2 on Odor.
Sabathia gutsy right back in there again, this time deeper.
Take a look at this one on Yes Mo, brought to you by your Mercedes-Benz Tri-State dealer. Almost hauled in by Teixeira. Takes a tumble at the end.
Teixeira just didn't have enough time to get his legs under him to get up.
Odor's in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. On the ground to second. Castro has it. Sabathia gets out of it. The Rangers leave the bases loaded. They do come up with a run here in the third, and at the end of 3, it's 2-1 Texas. Watch the games on TV. You can now stream games live on your mobile device. If you're a DirecTV, Optimum, or Time Warner Cable subscriber, just go to your app store and download the free Fox Sports Go app. Log in and stream the Yankees wherever you go. Yankees are down 2-1. We're going to the 4th inning. Carlos Beltran will lead it off for the Yankees against Martin Perez. First pitch is downstairs for ball 1. On our Audi scoreboard, 2-1 Texas. Beltran, Teixeira, and A-Rod for the Yankees here in the 4th inning. Beltran hits one towards right field, and Mazzara. And he's there, and that's out number 1. Hey, David, we should congratulate John Sterling and Susan Waldman. They are going into the New York Broadcasters Association Hall of Fame. The ceremony will be in June. And congratulations to the Yankees radio duo.
Just announced today.
Yeah. Fantastic. Congratulations, John and Susan. Here's Mark Teixeira. Swings at the first pitch. A line drive right at Alberto. 2 down. Teixeira hit that one on the nose. Here's Alex Rodriguez. And getting his customary greeting here in Texas. Sounded like some of the fans missed him the first 2 games. A-Rod drew a walk in the second. That helped the Yankees score a run. And he takes the first pitch in there for a strike. I had a feeling he was going to take. You don't want Perez getting out here with about a 4-pitch inning.
Yes, if you're on the mound, well, you do exactly that. Throw it right down the middle.
His pitch is hit high in the air to deep left center field. Desmond going back. He looks up. This one is gone. A home run for Alex Rodriguez, and it's now a 2-2 ball game. And that is his 100th career home run here at Globe Life Park, and the 690th of his major league career. And he also has now scored 1,000 runs as a New York Yankee. Welcome back, Alex. And we were talking about in the open what he means to the Yankee lineup.
Well, he's in scoring position in the batter's box. And that was a towering home run.
Number 3 on the season as McCann will take a pitch for a called strike. The game is now tied at 2. Check swing. Goes around too far, and it's 0-2 on McCann.
So Alex Rodriguez, boy, that is right in his wheelhouse. Maybe middle away and belt high. Those are the home runs that the fans can really enjoy. They're up in the air for a long time. Everybody in the ballpark got a chance to follow that one and see it.
Also made Alex's oblique feel better, too.
Must be feeling good.
Third home run of the series for the Yankees. Castro and Ellsbury with the other 2. That pitch is outside of McCann. It's a ball with 2 strikes.
Another look. High and far, and Alex kind of knew, but gave it a courtesy try just in case.
Line drive towards center. The Shield's going to play this on a couple of hops, and McCann has himself a base hit with 2 down. Here's what David was talking about. We're going to watch this one in the air.
He's way up there, up by the upper deck before it starts raining down.
A majestic home run off the bat of Alex Rodriguez, and a whole pile of Yankee fans. See some A-Rod jerseys, but it's a Jeter fan who ends up with the ball. Oh, he's going to take a selfie with it. So the Ranger fan got the ball, but well, good spirits right there.
Let him borrow it for a selfie.
Borrow it for a second. I'm taking it home, though. Here's Castro. Had a base hit and an RBI in the second. 2-2 game. We're in the 4th inning. This is going to drop into center field for a base hit. McCann is going to hold at second. So the Yankees doing all their damage here with 2 outs in the 4th inning. A-Rod homer. McCann singles. Now Castro singles. And that's going to bring Doug Brocail, the pitching coach, out to the mound to talk to Perez.
Well, it's been a while, a long while, since the Yankees have put up a big crooked number on the scoreboard. They're about due for a 5-spot one of these games.
But the Yankees have kind of figured him out this time through the order.
You know, I like to talk about sabermetrics here and there, Kenny. You've heard me mention it. You know, the first sabermetrician I was ever around was my mother, and she'd look at Chase Headley right now and say, he's due. And that is classic sabermetrics, regression to the mean.
And the first pitch is low for a ball. His odds have gone up. He's ahead on the count.
We're listening to Royals games. Denny Matthews, Freddie Patek's 0 for 21. Well, he's due. You can hear my mom from the kitchen.
Yankees with 2 runs on 4 hits. There's a call strike to Headley. Thought it might have been a little low. Yankees are 1 for 2 tonight with runners in scoring position and just 3 for 15 in the series. My theory is you keep putting them out there, eventually you're going to start coming through. 2 on, 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. Martin Perez had to work a little harder this inning. And he's going to call Holiday out there. It's been every other inning. He had a 1-2-3 first. The Yankees scored a run in the second. He had a 1-2-3 third, and the Yankees have scored here in the fourth. Well, there were a pile of numbers. Jumped on by Alex Rodriguez with that home run, number 690. He's 10 away from 700. His 1,000th run as a Yankee. And his 100th career home run in this ballpark. Pitch to Headley, and that's a call strike. 1-2.
The human element in this game, you could just see Headley grinding. Needs it badly.
Good stop by Holiday. Count levels at 2-2. Yankees have McCann at second, Castro at first. They scored McCann on a single. It has to be one of those hits, either a real looper. He's going to be off with the crack of the bat with 2 outs, or one that's not directly at an outfielder. If it's a line drive at an outfielder for a base hit, it's going to be tough for him to score. 60th pitch coming up for Perez. Chopped foul at the home plate area. Count remains at 2-2.
You know, as a pitcher on the mound, when you were going through a slump or a struggling period, you tend to squeeze the ball a little more. I'm sure with hitters, trying to squeeze sawdust out of that bat a little bit.
Yeah, you got to tell yourself to relax. You got to remind yourself that the pitcher is the one in trouble here. Let him make a mistake big enough for me to put good wood on. Pitch to Headley, a little chop of the right side. Alberto's going to make the play. Is anybody at first? Perez just beats Headley to the bag. And the Yankees will leave 2 men on, but they do pick up a run. Alex Rodriguez goes deep here in Texas. It's a 2-2 game.
game all squared up 2-2, and I'm going to give you the Jeep hitter scout report for Elvis Andrus. And he's a young veteran. You know, I looked at this. He's been around 8 years already. He's only 27 years old. Hard to believe, but he's gotten off to a really hot start. We've noted his numbers, especially off of Sabathia. Over 400 batting average coming into this game off of Sabathia in his career. And, you know, he's a long-term commitment guy. He had an 8-year, $118 million deal that he signed started in 2015 that runs through 2022 with a vesting option. So that's a long-term commitment.
That tells you they like him. And they should. I mean, he plays all the time. Last 5 years, he's been in 150+ games every year. And he's working on the 1-0 count here. Grounded out his first time up in the second inning. And this one, he hits towards left field. Coming on is Gardner. Still coming on. And he makes the catch. A tumbling catch by the Yankee left fielder. Gardner showing off his range in left, and it's among the best in the league.
A few choice words from Brett Gardner to Elvis Andrus. Gardner closing fast.
Well, there's such a stat nowadays as range factor, and I'm sure Gardner grades out as one of the best left fielders in the league. He's a left fielder with center fielder skills. Our Audi scoreboard, it's a 2-2 game here in the bottom of the fourth. Andre Alberto takes pitch in there for a call strike. CC did one thing he wasn't able to do the last 2 innings. The leadoff man got on, and the leadoff man came around to score. But he's gotten the first out here in the fourth. What do they say? Always get that leading lady, so to speak.
Everything. Game of first. Strike one. First out. Score first.
50th pitch just thrown by CC is fouled off. And Alberto, no balls and 2 strikes. Spoils that one. Count remains 0-2. We just saw Evan Longoria in the series in New York with the gold batting gloves. The ones that Alberto's wearing kind of stand out as well. I mean, they are fire engine red. You can't lose those gloves. Now's that pitch off. Maybe our director, John Moore.
Wear them at night riding a bike, right? Like reflectors.
Here's an example. Last night, getting a ride back to the hotel with John Moore, he's looking for the car keys. And I'm thinking, it's getting ready to rain. We're staying out here. Can't find the keys to the car. Swung on it, missed. Strike 3. Alberto's gone. Might want to change those gloves. It's strikeout number 2 for Sabathia.
Another good changeup from Sabathia. 84 miles an hour, fading off the plate. Alberto way out in front.
Two outs, nobody on. Here's Brian Holiday, who drew a leadoff walk and eventually came on to score in the 3rd inning. That's in there for a strike. Now, he did have a set of keys, but there were keys to his car back in New York. But the other ones were in his backpack, so no harm, no foul. We got back.
Except his wife's trying to move his car back in New York, and he's got the keys right now.
Another pitch in there for a strike for CC. We can get a 1-2-3 inning here. It's a nice little comeback inning after the Yankees have tied the game. Way ahead on the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Who got hit? Hit somebody. But not Holiday. Count is 1-2. Maybe the home plate umpire fielding Culbreth. Yep. Got him on the foot. The umpires wear those steel-toed boots and protect their feet from foul tips. There is called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts. An 11-pitch inning for CC Sabathia. The Rangers go quietly here in the 4th. We've got a 2-2 game going. Along on the post game, and it's going to time to check out the Honda League leaders and the ERA leaders. Look at these ERAs. First pitch to Torreyes is in there for a strike. We'll take another look at it. I saw Jordan Zimmerman on top, Kenta Maeda, Matt Latos, Hamels with the cut, Jake Arrieta off to a good start. Cubs pitching staff doing a heck of a job.
Chicago, both sides of town. You know, it's like, what's that old political saying in the economy? It's the economy stupid. Well, in baseball, it's the pitching stupid, without a doubt.
Cadillac scoreboard. We're tied at 2 here in the 5th as Torreyes swings and misses. He drove a ball to the warning track in deep center field that DeShields ran down. Showed off some power. Any other place in the ballpark, he might have had himself a home run. Dropped his average down to a cool 444. Fouls this one off. Torreyes, Ellsbury, and Gardner for the Yankees.
I got a chance to see Maeda pitch, you know, on TV, obviously with the Dodgers. Boy, he was impressive.
Giving up 1 run this year.
I mean, he's a slider at will on the black. Really knows how to pitch, mix it up.
Fouled off again, spoiled by Torreyes. Little chopper right back to Perez. He turns, throws the first, and there's 1 out. Well, last inning, if you saw the final strikeout, and we talked about how pitchers move the ball around to pick up their outs, and I thought CC did a good job against Holiday.
Yeah, we talked about the full Monty. Good changeup to get ahead, down and away. Now set it up, backdoor slider. Now what are you going to do? You got to pitch in, push him off. Good cutter in, and now you go backdoor. This is expanding the strike zone. You change the eye level not only up and down, but side to side. That's the formula for Sabathia. That's the full Monty. All 3 pitches in there.
Ellsbury fouls the pitch off. He's looking for his first hit of the night. He struck out and grounded out. The pitch that set it all up was the pitch inside. Moved him off the plate, got him off the outside corner, and he backdoored him. That's low. 1-1 on Ellsbury. Pitch count for Perez will be 70 after this next pitch to Ellsbury. Off the front of the Rangers dugout. Still 2-2. No shift with Ellsbury at the plate. Just about straight away all over the field. Maybe Beltre off the line a bit at third. Ground ball towards second for Odor. Gathers and throws, and there are 2 outs. It's almost unusual when you don't see the shift. You got to point it out. The shift is not on. And it won't be on for Gardner as well. Gardner has struck out and fly to right. Started this game tonight in the top 10 in on-base percentage. It's dropped below 400 now with the 0 for 2. That's a ball strike. 2 outs, nobody on for the Yankees here in the 5th inning. A 2-2 game. The Yankees' second run coming on a home run by Alex Rodriguez. Alex just missed one in New York against Tampa Bay, hit right off the top of the wall. Little chopper right back to the mound. And Perez works a 1-2-3 inning. 12 pitches to retire the Yankees here in the 5th. Still a 2-2 ball game here in Texas. Baltimore trying to pick up a win in that series. Delano DeShields will lead it off for the Texas Rangers against CC Sabathia here in the 5th inning. Our Cadillac scoreboard. The totals are identical. 2 runs, 4 hits apiece. DeShields is lined out and also sacrificed. And the sacrifice paid off for the Rangers as Holiday, who moved to second on the bunt by DeShields, eventually came around to score. Ground ball to short. It's going to be a tough play. Torres hurries and got him by a step. Shields can really run. His father had some good speed. Stole a lot of bases.
Well, this is the value of Torres. You got to come get it all in one move. Get enough arm strength just to get him. Torres can play all over the field. Play second, short, third. Shields gets down the line just about as well as any right-handed hitter in the American League. And no problem for Torres.
Bang bang play at first. One out. Here's Mazara, who was walked and struck out. Breaking ball misses a little bit low for ball one. And the Yankees, they're putting a shift on with Mazara at the plate, and he's shown the ability to hit the ball the other way quite often. Maybe they're thinking he's thinking pull, or as Austin Romine said, turn and burn. That's in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. I haven't heard that terminology. Have you heard that?
No.
Turn and burn. That means trying to pull the ball. That is in there for a strike. CC stays with the hook. Now last time he struck him out by going inside with a fastball that was moving in on his hands. Let's see if they follow the same formula. Big left-hander's ready. Now they changed it up on him that time and went away with the breaking ball, and it's fouled off.
You know, the days of CC Sabathia pitching north and south, up and down, up the ladder, are probably over. Side to side, more like it today, and still can be very effective.
Look out, it's up and in, and it's 2-2.
Excellent pitch. More side to side, as we say. You know, the slider down and away. Yes, make him move. Excellent job by Sabathia, making sure you got it in there. Now you've got a chance to double up in or go back to the slider away.
Doubled up in and jammed it. Teixeira waiting on the ball, has it, tags Mazara on the way by, and that's out number 2. You said he had two choices.
I mean, that is the formula for Sabathia. I mean, the loss of velocity makes it even more important to pitch inside. Keep hitters honest inside. And that's a prime example there. A veteran pitcher and a veteran catcher working very well together. A young hitter probably thinks after getting knocked off the plate that here comes the slider. We're going to double up and come right back in there on the corner for a strike, and
he jammed him.
Just ate him up.
Beltre 1 for 2, had a base hit his last time. Downstairs for ball 1. Came right back with it. Hits with a strike. Ball and a strike.
Sabathia, a much better mix of pitches in this game than he had his last start. Much better command of all of his pitches.
Had a no decision in his last start against Tampa Bay, a game that the Yankees won. Little chopper, changeup, and Beltre out in front. And now he's behind on count 1-2. A battle of veterans right here. Sabathia and Beltre. Two outs, nobody on in the 5th inning in a 2-2 ball game.
And Sabathia really getting into a good rhythm here.
Off the end of the bat, foul. Beltre protects. I believe that was going to be a strike. And he's a veteran. That's a veteran move.
It's like a baton.
Yeah. Swung on it, missed, strike 3. Off-speed pitch. The changeup gets him. Changeup hook. 12 pitches for Sabathia this inning. We're still tied at 2. The Yankee Stadium on Sunday, May 15th, when the Yankees take on the White Sox. It's MLB play ball weekend, and the first 10,000 guests 14 and younger receive a plastic Yankees bat and ball set. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com. Visit the Yankee Stadium ticket window, Yankee clubhouse shops, or call Ticketmaster at 877-469-9849. Carlos Beltran will take a pitch a little bit high for ball 1. He's leading it off for the Yankees here in the 6th. A 2-2 game going. Beltran looking for his first hit of the night. He's struck out, flied out against Martin Perez. That's ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. The heart of the Yankee order here on our Benjamin Moore scoreboard. It's 2 runs, 4 hits apiece. The Yankees and the Rangers. We're in the top of the 6th. Change up for a call strike. 2-1. Two and 2. A well spotted fastball by Perez. He fights back in the count. Ball is lined and it's into left center field for a base hit. So Beltran has himself a leadoff single here in the 6th inning. It's his 2nd hit of the series. It'll ring up Mark Teixeira, who has walked and scored and lined out to the first baseman Alberto. Teixeira's got a 5-game hitting streak going. Big swing, fouled into the glove of Holiday for strike 1. That is a little bit low. Of course, Teixeira had some good years here with the Texas Rangers. Maybe his best year was 05 when he hit .301 with 43 home runs and 144 runs batted. That's a good year. Look out, it's inside, and it's 2 balls and a strike. He's had 7 100 RBI seasons in his career. Tony Barnett is up in the bullpen for the Rangers.
I've always been amazed the contrasting styles of Teixeira's right-handed swing compared to his left-handed swing. And obviously his left-handed swing is built for Yankee Stadium, but right-handed much more versatile. Line to line, drive the ball the other way. Not so much pull conscious batting right-handed. Everything about his right-handed swing looks different than his left-handed swing. And I know, Kenny, you being a switch hitter, you look kind of similar both ways to me when you hit.
But I think you're right. It's the short right field porch at Yankee Stadium makes him pull conscious. And that's happened to a lot of left-handed hitters coming into Yankee Stadium. This ball's hit on the ground is short. Andrus to Odor to Alberto, and the Rangers turn a double play. 6-4-3. That's the second double play the Rangers have turned tonight, and you had mentioned that Martin Perez can get double plays with the best of them.
He averages a little over 1.5 a game, so he's on the over right now. This is the second one, and now 11 double plays on the year for Martin Perez, and this is just his 5th start.
Here's Alex Rodriguez, whose home run tied the game in the 4th inning. And the first pitch from Perez misses outside, ball 1. For A-Rod, it was career home run number 690. Down the right field line, it's a fair ball. And it looks like it might be for extra bases. A-Rod's going to turn, head for second. And he's in with a 2-out double. Kind of inside out it's with the swing, but it pays off. It's the Yankees' 6th hit.
Get another look, and Kenny's exactly right. It's down and in. A-Rod just fights it off. It almost looks surprised. Judging by his reaction, then that ball stayed fair. A double it is, so a homer and a double for Alex Rodriguez so far tonight.
His 3rd home run of the year, and now his 2nd double of the year. You're right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll take it.
Here's McCann, who's had a hit in 2 at-bats. Broken bat, fly ball towards short right field. Odor is there, and A-Rod's going to be left at second. We played 5.5. Score is still 2-2. Baseball on the Ass is brought to you in part by People's United Bank NA, where know-how brings you Touch ID to your mobile device. And by your Tri-Honda dealers. Hurry to your local Tri-Honda dealer for great deals on the 2016 models. There's a look at the exterior of Globe Life Park. And now we come inside. Good crowd on hand. As we mentioned, just a wonderful weather night for baseball. CC Sabathia going into his 6th inning of work. He'll face Ian Desmond, Ryan Ruhr, and Rougned Odor. Desmond's 1 for 2 with an RBI. There's our Benjamin Moore scoreboard again. It's the Yankees have jumped ahead in the hit department, but still tied up at 2. Breaking ball drops in there for a call strike. Rangers have a new hitting coach, first year Anthony Iapoce, and we point him out. He's born in Astoria, Queens, and still lives in Queens, East Elmhurst, New York. And pitches in the dirt, ball in a strike, so he's in his first year with a good hitting club.
Too many kids from Astoria, Queens that are big league hitting coaches. Pretty good story.
A 1-1 pitch, and that hits the outside corner for a strike. Now I know that the chairman of the board, Whitey Ford, lived in Astoria, New York for a while. Take the bridge, coming over to the stadium. Jump on the Whitestone, head for the Bronx. The 1-2 pitch, a check swing. Did he go? No, says CB Buckner. Well, there's various ways to get to the Bronx from Queens. Who knows? He might have taken the subway. Yep, Desmond held up. Sabathia deals, and the cat has run full on Ian Desmond. The 3-2 pitch on the way, and it is called strike 3. 5th strikeout for CC Sabathia. Desmond doesn't believe it.
Well, I don't know what his complaint is. I mean, he must think that's low. But that's been a strike all night from fielding Colbert. And we'll get another look here on a breaking ball, clearly above the front knee. McCann with an excellent job on the frame, and Ian Desmond's the only one who doesn't think that's a strike.
5 strikeouts now for Sabathia. Brings up Ruhr, who's been on base twice with a single, scored, and was hit by a pitch. That misses outside for ball 1.
But McCann and Sabathia on the same page have really got it going over these last 2 or 3 innings. No hesitation. Sabathia trusting McCann, following the lead.
2 balls and no strikes on Ruhr. Ruhr came through the Rangers organization. Left-hander Jake Diekman. We saw him earlier in this series. Saying about Ruhr, he was a 17th round draft pick back in 2011. Ball hit on the ground. Headley to his left. Throws in time for out number 2. Cricket, something to smile about. Well, a lot of people smiling tonight. Got a good game going. More than a smile for that young man. He's into the music. 2 outs, nobody on, and here is Rougned Odor, the second baseman, who has singled and grounded to second. Blown away for ball 1. Sabathia coming up on its 80th pitch of the game. This time, breaking ball misses inside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes.
You hear a lot of cliches with regard to pitching. You know, you got to get ahead. You got to pitch ahead. You hear that from pitching coaches and pitchers, but really the difference is how you pitch when you fall behind. Just a little over 50% of the time on average do pitchers actually get ahead with the first pitch.
Ball is fouled off to the left. Comes a souvenir for the fans in the lower deck, and it's 2 balls and a strike. In other words, not giving in or not giving up a big hit when you're behind on the count.
Exactly. A lot of times the make or break counts are how a pitcher reacts when he falls behind, because more than 40 or 45% of the time that's going to happen.
That's when the hitters get really aggressive.
1-0, 2-0,
2-0, 3-1.
Exactly. What kind of quality pitches can you make when you're behind in the count?
3 balls and a strike now on Odor. Here are the numbers on Sabathia tonight. They want to know if he swung at it, and Manny Gonzalez says no, and it's a walk. That'll break a streak for Sabathia. He retired 9 straight Rangers, and that was a close pitch. So Odor will head down to second. He almost swung at it.
Borderline, could have gone either way.
Here's Elvis Andrus. He's grounded to third and line to left. He was robbed of a hit. Good play by Brett Gardner in left field. Odor is a stolen base threat. First pitch in there for a call strike. Odor has not been caught this year. 4-0 in the stolen base department. He only had 6 steals all of last year. Well, he's come out running this season. Might be time for a throw over to first base, even if it's not your best one. Pitch goes to the plate. You saw Odor scampering back to the bag. He thought CC was coming over there. A ball and a strike on Andrus.
Sabathia with the leg kick kind of froze him. Usually Sabathia slide steps directly to home plate, so a little bit of a leg kick there froze Odor.
That's a veteran move, isn't it? Just a little bit different look. That means, you know, it kind of gets the attention of the base runner, and he thinks something's up. There's a slide step, and there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Show the difference in the slide step. As you're going to see the swing and a miss. Andrus not happy. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Odor spying on the signal calling, trying to see if he can get something off speed to run on.
There he goes. Pitch is fouled at the plate. Andrus had to protect because he has 2 strikes. And it was an off-speed pitch.
Another good slider down from Sabathia. A good spot, had Andrus out in front. A great time for a pickoff. If you could catch when the base runner is peeking, trying to steal the signs. Look at him trying to steal the signs from McCann. He's peeking.
McCann looking at him. Not going. And it's 2-2. That pitch just missed.
It's all part of the game. Gamesmanship. McCann closing his legs, trying to hide the signs. Maybe exactly what they're talking about here, and also pitch selection. What do you want to finish him off with? There may even be a 2-pitch sequence there that McCann talked about. We're going to throw this pitch. If we miss, then we'll come back with this. Wouldn't be surprised to see McCann go no signs here, knowing that Odor is trying to steal the signs.
'20th pitch of the inning coming up for Sabathia. He's had to work pretty hard here in the 6th inning.
Exactly what they did. No signs. Legacy throw over to first base.
That's not his best move.
See if they go back to the signs here, as they do.
Runner's not going. The pitch is hit in the air towards right center field. It's going to be in there for a base hit. It gets by Beltran. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Odor is rounding third. He is going to score. Andrus is on his way to third, and he's in with a stand-up triple, and it's 3-2 Texas. We told you before the game how well Andrus has hit CC Sabathia in the past, and he got something he liked, and he got it by Beltran in right field.
Sometimes the distraction of the runner can cause a pitcher to make a mistake, and that was the first one that Sabathia had centered up and out over the plate in the last 4 innings. And Beltran cannot cover it. Clearly not where Sabathia was trying to throw it, and once this ball gets by Beltran, the Rangers are going to have the lead.
That's Andrus' 3rd triple of the year. Alberto swings at the first pitch and pops it up, and this should do it as Castro puts it away. But the Rangers take the lead. They get a 2-out triple from Elvis Andrus, and it's now 3-2 Texas. New York City FC on Yes, presented by Etihad Airways, as the boys in blue host the Eastern Conference leading Montreal Impact at Yankee Stadium. Watch the game immediately following the Yankees postgame right here on Yes. You said Sabathia got that ball up, and Andrus made him pay. The Rangers have gone to their bullpen. Another left-hander. It's going to be Jake Diekman on our GMC scoreboard. Texas leading 3-2. We're in the top of the 7th inning.
I thought Sabathia was very good tonight. He and McCann with a deflating end, though, to that inning. And as Andrus comes through again, the hot hitter. Now it's time for the offense to come on.
Castro fouls the ball off. Diekman, the new pitcher, came over with Cole Hamels from the Philadelphia Phillies in that deal last year. Hard throwing left-hander. That's what Castro has done tonight. 2 for 2. Just a tick under 300 with the batting average. Goes all the way back to the backstop at 95 miles an hour. 1-1. This is Diekman's 11th appearance. 7 strikeouts and 6 in the third. He's given up only 2 hits, 2 runs, but they weren't earned. Bouncing ball towards second. Odor throws to first, and Castro is out number 1 here in the 7th. And that'll bring up the number 8 hitter, Chase Headley, who is 0 for 2 tonight. Good swing, found it back to the screen. We talked about that Perez, 4 starts this year. The Rangers have lost all 4 of his starts. It's Johnny Barbado up in the Yankee bullpen. Looks like he's going to be coming in for CC. And Jeff Bannister got Perez out there once the Rangers got the lead, and he has a chance to get a win. Now it's up to the Rangers bullpen to hold on. And if they don't, his win is out the window. And he gets him out when he can feel good about himself and what he's done. He's got the lead here.
Perez was pretty true to form. Got the big double play balls, 2 of them when he needed them.
It's way outside. Two balls and a strike on Chase Headley. Ball is lined right into the glove of Andrus. That is out number 2. When you're struggling, there's a little bad luck thrown in as well. Sometimes it seems like there's 15 fielders out there.
It's a cruel game.
Yeah, with gloves on both hands. Here's Torreyes, who was 0 for 2.
Can't hit a ball harder than that. Yeah. Do everything right.
Yep.
Got nothing to show for it.
Outside ball 1 to Torreyes. There's only so many times you can hear hang with him.
Yeah, good swing. Yeah, you don't want to hear that right on the bench.
Yeah, he's 2 for 24. Outside ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Diekman throws hard. 95 plus. So nowadays that can describe any reliever coming out of the bullpen. Good swing by Torreyes and fouls it back. Torreyes made the ball club out of spring training. Primarily his ability to play all 3 infield positions and play them well. And he's been a pleasant surprise with the bat. When he's gotten a chance, his average is over 400. 2-2. He swings through that one.
Torreyes now 8 for 19 on the season. He's 19 at bats, 1 double, 1 triple.
Count holds it 2-2. Claimed off waivers by the Yankees from the Angels.
And that was after the Angels claimed him off of waivers from the Yankees. So it was tit for tat as Brian Cashman and his former protege Billy Epler went back and forth.
It's nice to be wanted. And his run full at 3-2. I think every pitch to him has been a fastball. Top of the order, Jacoby Ellsbury up next. 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. We'll do it all over again. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Hit in the air to right center. He shields back a few steps and makes the catch. Yankees go in order. Time for the 7th inning stretch here at Texas. 3-2 game. It's time for the game summary now as we return to Texas, brought to you by your local Nissan dealer. Martin Perez now out of the ball game, 6 innings, a couple of runs, 6 hits. Cease Bathia also out of the game, 5 hits in 6 innings, 3 runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. A-Rod with a homer. Elvis Andrus with the triple that put the Rangers ahead in the 6th inning. On to the bottom of the 7th. New pitcher for the Yankees, Johnny Barbado, coming in for his 8th appearance. Thrown 9 innings, 11 strikeouts. GMC scoreboard, 3-2 Texas. Brian Holiday leading it off, and a curve is outside for ball 1.
Be his 8th game. 3 walks and 11 strikeouts. He's been impressive.
Yep. Swing and a miss on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Holiday has walked and scored. That was in the 3rd inning. He's also struck out, so limited contact, but he's contributed to the offense with that run scored. Outside for a ball. Once again, just off the plate, 3-1 on Holiday. Bouncing ball, foul. In front of third base coach Spike Owen.
Clearly the biggest crowd of the series. You know, we had the weather last night. Wherever the Yankees go, it's going to be a big draw.
Spike Owen, former major league shortstop. Several teams, including Montreal Expos. Played for the Yankees for a bit. Three-two pitch is fouled off. Now Spike Owen is the current third base coach because third base coach Tony Beasley, the regular third base coach, is undergoing cancer treatments. And I wish Tony good luck. Spike takes over. Spike was the shortstop when Dennis Martinez pitched his perfect game against the Dodgers in 1991. Ball's hit high in the air and hit well to left field. Gardner going back. He's there, makes the catch, and there's one out. Fans follow Yankees baseball live at MLB.com at Bat app. Stay up to the moment at any moment with game day live game video highlights, StatCast, news, and more. Download MLB.com at Bat, the #1 app for live baseball on your phone and tablet.
Maybe just a little bit towards the middle of the bat and the trademark, but well hit. And that's pretty deep down the line here in Texas. 354, just a little bit inside the line.
Breaking ball hangs high to the Shields. It was 0 for 2 with a sacrifice. There's a strike. Outside for a ball to the Shields. 2-1. Barbato deals, and this pitch is fouled off. And that will level the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Texas Rangers center fielder. But the Shields is an outfielder. His father was an infielder. His father was a second baseman.
His father turned down a full scholarship to play basketball at Duke. Delino DeShields Sr. and ended up a really good second baseman in the big leagues for a long time. So, certainly athletic genes. His junior can run as well.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Barbato picks up the strikeout. We're talking about Spike Owen in that perfect game. Delino DeShields' father was a second baseman in that game, so that was the DP combination. Spike Owen at short, Delino DeShields at second. As El Presidente pitched the perfect game at Dodger Stadium against the Dodgers. Shows you what goes around comes around. 2 outs, nobody on. Barbato's picked up the first 2 outs here in the 7th. And here's Nomar Mazara, who was 0 for 2 with a walk, and we had mentioned he's got a 5-game hitting streak on the line. And he'll take a pitch for a call strike.
Johnny Barbato continues to impress. Mid-90s fastball and a couple of different breaking balls. Struck out DeShields with an 87-mile-an-hour slider, and there's the curve to jump up 0-1 on Mazara.
Backdoor slider hits the corner. 0-2. Well,
3 really high-quality pitches to go to for a reliever. Come up with a changeup. We might have to put him into rotation. But yes, he's got stuff.
Once the fastball upstairs, it is, and it's hit high in the air to deep center field. Going back near the wall is Ellsbury and makes the catch. And Barbados gets him 1-2-3 here at the bottom of the 7th inning. It's on to the 8th. The Yankees need to rally. The Yankees will be in Boston to renew their rivalry with David Ortiz and the Boston Red Sox. Coverage starts at 6 p.m. with the Audi batting practice today and the Chevy pregame. Then catch all the action from Fenway only on Yes, streaming live on Fox Sports Go. Should be quite a series, and there are the probables: Tanaka and Owens, Pineda and Porcello, and Eovaldi and Price. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Fenway Park in Boston. You know there are going to be 3 sellouts at the Fins.
And 2 more lefties for the Yankees to face.
Yeah. Ellsbury will take a pitch low for ball 1. Diekman remains in the game for the Texas Rangers. Our Hyundai scoreboard: 3-2 Texas. Pitch is fouled off. Good swing by Ellsbury. The count is 1-1. The Rangers have their pen working. And it's a right-hander up in the pen. Top of the order for the Yankees here in the 8th. They're down by a run. Sam Dyson. Another pitch fouled off by Ellsbury. Dyson might be up just in case gets down to A-Rod in this inning. Ellsbury spoils another one. The table setters have not been on base tonight. Ellsbury 0 for 3, Gardner 0 for 3. Ground ball, and Anzer Alberto has it, steps on the bag, and there's 1 out. Ball hit pretty well by Ellsbury, but he's out number 1. And here's Gardner. Struck out, flied out, grounded out, 0 for 3.
Really been a pretty clean game all the way around. Both pitchers doing their jobs. Alex Rodriguez with a big home run to tie it up 2-2, and then of course Elvis Andrus kind of spoiled Sabathia's night with that triple that Carlos Beltran couldn't get over to cut off.
Strike one to I should say Gardner. Did he hold up? No. Fielding Culbreath said he went around too far, and it's 0-2. Oh, we showed you the probables for Boston, and you made a point once again. 2 more left-handers for the Yankees.
Questionable there. I don't know. It's certainly borderline at best. I don't think Gardner liked that call very much.
So 9 times the Yankees have faced a lefty starter in 20 games. It'll be 11 in 23. That's low and away for a ball.
You mentioned Diekman's not an easy at bat if you're a left-handed batter. He came over in the Cole Hamels trade. We mentioned last night that's just not a throw-in. He's a power arm. It's kind of got a funky delivery, mid-90s power guy, and a slider that sweeps.
There is the ace of the staff, Cole Hamels. 2-2. Gardner takes it downstairs.
2 pretty good left-handed pitchers, starter and a reliever.
Here it is on Yesmo.
It's a long stride, really extends out there, throws way across his body.
Hamels was supposed to start the opening game of the series, but has a slight groin injury, so the Rangers hope he misses only 1 start. 2-2 pitch. Call, strike 3. Gardner caught looking. 2 down. Diekman's first strikeout.
Right to the glove, and you can see this is when the catcher forgets how many outs there are. He's going to take it on home, and nope, only 2. You can see how tough Diekman was with that crossfire. Yeah. He's going to catch some flack from the bench for forgetting how many outs there were.
That's Robinson Chirino. So you saw the brace on his right hand there. That's where he was hit by a pitch. Here's Beltran, 1 for 3 on the night. Diekman deals and he misses. Ball 1. Chirino's currently on the disabled list. I was watching that game too when he got hit. And he hit square right on below the wrist. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's Holiday. This is what Coney's talking about. Ooh, excuse me.
He caught himself pretty quick. Yeah. But you can see that he immediately turned red-faced and embarrassed.
Well, nobody else is moving. He's the only one. Ball is hit high, just missed it. High fly ball to left field. Desmond puts it away, and the Yankees go quickly here in the end. Just got underneath it. He wouldn't have been smiling if that ball was hit a little better. The telecast is presented by the authority of the New York Yankees and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. Johnny Barbados still in there. He had a 1-2-3 seventh. Now faces the veteran Adrian Beltre on our Hyundai scoreboard. 3-2, bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch is a slider down and away for ball 1. Beltre tonight has had a single in 3 tries. He'll be followed by Desmond and Rua, schedule hitters for the Rangers. We're in the bottom of the 8th.
See that RBI single by Beltre, a 2-out RBI single off of Sabathia. Cutter. Sabathia didn't quite get in there. Beltre did a good job of hitting on that pitch. It's really what it comes down to for Sabathia. Really a couple of pitches here and there, and other than that I thought he threw very well. Got into a good rhythm with McCann.
Chopper foul down the third base side. We were talking about Tony Beasley, who is the start of the season as the third base coach for the Rangers. And Tony is actually here tonight. So I'm standing in the dugout next to Jeff Bannister, the manager. There's Tony. And I want to wish him all the best in his battle with stage 2 rectal cancer. Big swing and a miss. 2-2.
Not much has changed about Beltre's stance over the years. You see Tolleson, the closer, warming up.
Now tip. They got a piece of the home plate umpire. Cubby Culbreth. Or did it get McCann? Let's see. 2 for the price of 1.
Just that fast. Glancing blows though, so much preferable.
Ball is line foul as Beltre goes for a spin up at home plate.
He's really had this style of hitting and that swing going down to one knee. We've seen him do this his whole career. He's a showman. This one is more trying to save it because he's way out in front off the end of the bat. Tries to hang in there and you see all the way down, spinning on the knee.
Bouncing ball towards short. Torres charges, throws, and there is 1 out here in the 8th inning. This replay brought to you by New York Presbyterian, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. Amazing things are happening here. And this is his son. Oh, man, just the apple didn't fall far from the tree there. We haven't seen his son. Well, school's in session now. Usually you see him when we come here in July taking batting practice before ball games. Here's Ian Desmond to face Barbados, and he'll take a pitch for a call strike. The Rangers have sent a pinch hitter into the on-deck circle. Rua will not hit. Yep, but Prince has left the throne. And he'll get a chance here in the 8th inning. A ball and a strike to Ian Desmond, who is 1 for 3 tonight. Which makes him 3 for 9 in this series against the Yankees. Cubby Culbreth almost went up with the right hand, but held back, and it's 2 balls and a strike. He's going to flinch. Nope, not quite. Good pitch from Barbados. Levels the count at 2-2. Got good stuff, doesn't he, Cone?
Very good. I mean, that's a sharp slider in the upper 80s. And we've already talked about his fastball. Sits at 94, 95 on average. He's also got a curveball, a hook to go with it in the upper 70s. So 3 choices for Barbados.
Trying to hit the outside corner with the fastball, and the count has gone full to 3-2. That pitch a little low.
Ian Desmond has always been a really good fastball hitter. We've seen him burn the Yankees in this series with fastballs.
Well, he might be getting one here. Let's see. 3-2 pitch. It is a fastball, and he fouls it off. Barbados is very consistent with the speed of his fastball, right around 94 every time. Young man from Miami, Florida. Once again, the 3-2 pitch. It's on the way. Bouncing ball towards second. Castro retreats, now throws, and Desmond is out, number 2. So Barbados has faced 5 and retired 5, but now he's going to see Prince Fielder, who's going to hit for Ryan Rua. And Joe Girardi going to the mound. Corresponding move here. We'll see. Yep. Barbados coming out as Fielder's been called up to hit. The Yankees are going to a left-hander. Here comes Jason Shreve. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about. See the fans coming to the ballpark. Nice selfie outside of a Globe Life Park. That's the best picture of all.
It was the Alex Rodriguez home run ball right there in the upper deck.
Just barred it to take a picture. So Jason Shreve comes out of the Yankee bullpen for the 9th time this year, and he gets Prince Fielder, who's pinch hitting. Yankees infield pulled around to the right, and it's hit hard, but a one-hopper to Castro. That's what Joe Girardi wants outlawed. But the shift pays off there. One pitch, and Shreve gets the out, and the Rangers go quietly here in the 8th. The Yankees have Teixeira, A-Rod, and McCann coming up in the 9th. You want to stick around for the final lap for the WB Mason post game on Yes. Bob Lorenz and Jack Curry are back in the studio with highlights and reaction from tonight's game as the Yankees reflect on this series with the Rangers. It's all coming up on the WB Mason post game only on Yes. The Rangers have gone to their closer. The Yankees are down by a run. Mark Teixeira is going to lead it off. 3-2. We're in the top of the ninth and a swing and a miss. Strike one. New pitcher for the Rangers. Sean Tollison. He's got 6 saves and 7 opportunities. But that ERA is up there at 7.71. And that pitch is high for a ball. And it's primarily because in his second out of the year against Seattle, he gave up 5 runs in 1 inning.
Yeah, relievers can be very deceptive with regard to their ERA this time of year.
Teixeira lifts a high towering pop up to the left side. Beltre is there, and there's 1 out. And that'll bring up Alex Rodriguez, who the Rangers have not retired tonight. A-Rod has walked, hit a home run, and he's also had a double. It's 2 for 2. Slider misses down and away for ball 1. Ball is looped over first and into right field for a base hit. Alex Rodriguez 3 for 3 with a walk, and he represents the tying run at first base. And we're going to get a pinch runner at first base. It's going to be Aaron Hicks running for Alex Rodriguez. So Hicks making his first appearance in a long time. He's been battling a sore shoulder after trying to make a diving catch at Yankee Stadium. So A-Rod gets it started for the Yankees with 1 out here in the ninth. Here comes McCann, who's had a single in 3 trips. The outfielders are deep. They do not want a ball going over their head. If it goes over their head, it's probably going to go over the fence. That is in there for a call strike to McCann. McCann represents the go-ahead run. And we've talked about McCann and how well he's hit for power at Yankee Stadium. Most of his home runs as a Yankee are at the stadium. But he came into tonight the leading road hitter in the American League. 455 on the road. Throw of the first. Hicks is back. The Yankee bullpen is busy. And they've got some hard throwers working out there. Swing and a miss, and it's strike 2. Betances and Miller are warming up just in case.
1 for the tie game, 1 for the win.
Throw to first. Hicks is back. Hicks has yet to attempt a stolen base this year.
The value of the threat of a stolen base, you hope will distract Tollison, maybe even force him to make a mistake.
Upstairs for a ball, 1-2.
I believe that was probably one variable with Sabathia when he gave up the triple to Andres. Odor on first base, stealing signs, peeking in, and just enough of a distraction. Sabathia left the pitch up.
Another throw over the first. With the outfield so deep and Hicks' speed, a base hit should move him to third base. Ball's in the dirt. Good stop by Holiday. Kept the ball in front of it.
See Tollison rushing that slider down well in front of home plate.
Is that just because he's not trying to hang it? He yanks it too much?
Partially, and he's trying to speed up his delivery to home too. Trying to do a little abbreviated slide step to give his catcher a chance to throw.
Three balls and 2 strikes. Let's see what the Yankees are thinking here. McCann's hitting to a double play tonight. Would they dare start the runner? Hicks is not going. The pitch is hit towards the middle. Andres has it's going to only have one play. Throws the first in time for the out. So McCann is thrown out. Almost got it through the shift. Hicks now in scoring position at second base.
Well, as we see with the shifts nowadays, there's nobody home at third base right now. Hicks maybe could have rounded and taken a chance, but no real reason with 2 outs.
Yeah.
You can see Texas scrambling to cover third base.
Well, it comes down to this. Starlin Castro has had 2 hits and a run batted in tonight. He's 2 for 3. Hicks is at second. The outfielders now move up. In case there's a base hit, they want to have a play at the plate. Two outs in the 9th inning. It's up to Hicks to get a good secondary lead at second. He's going to be off with the crack of the bat. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Hicks inches off second. Low and away. It's a ball and a strike. You can see the fans are on their feet here at Globe Life Park. The Yankees trying to at least tie this one. Astros had 4 hits in this series. Just got a piece of it, and it's 1-2. Yankees down to their last strike.
Nothing but sliders from Tollison so far in this at bat.
Both benches on edge. Drama here in the top of the 9th inning. He tried to quick pitch it up and in for a ball. You see that every once in a while. Pitchers usually have that elongated set. This time he came quickly.
You can see Castro leaning, looking for another slider.
Almost ran into one there. Count levels at 2-2. Grounded to the right side. Odor has it. Scrambles it. Throw to first. just in time. And the ball game is over. Castro could not get it through into the outfield. And the Rangers win by a score of 3-2 and take the series from the Yankees 2-1. Castro almost came through. It was a good play by Odor at second. And the Rangers will celebrate here at Globe Life Park. And the Yankees have a long ride to Boston ahead of them. So the final score 3-2. Rangers take the series 2-1. Odor with a nice play to end it. Let's go to our studio. And Bob Lorenzo is standing by.